YouTube.
ऐसा Yes, sir. ऐसा Hey everyone, it's amazing to be here with all of you today as part of the CGYF Knowledge and Skills Get-Together. I'm Ananya, and what I really love about this initiative is that it's not just another talk or online session. It's a growing community. CGYF bring together students, young professionals, and even mentors who all share one goal to learn, grow, and move forward together. Every get together is about gaining something practical, whether it's life skills, career guidance, or just new ideas that make you think differently. And today's session is a perfect example of that. Entrepreneurship for students, starting small, thinking big. I think it's such a timely topic because so many young people today have amazing ideas, but they don't often know where to begin. This session is about showing that you can start small, even just from your college dorm, your phone, or even your local community, and still dream big enough to make an impact. Personally, I think what CG5 is doing is really special. It's connecting curious and motivated people from all walks of life, students, graduates, be it working professionals, and giving them a space to share knowledge, exchange experiences, and support each other. So, huge thanks to CGYF team for creating this platform and all of you for being here with such great energy. Let's make this session interactive, inspiring, and who knows, maybe it'll spark the next big idea right here in this community. Let me pass on.
Thank you, Ananya. Okay, great. So it's wonderful to interact with youngsters on a topic like this. Like Ananya said, this is a topic which is extremely relevant because whenever you talk to youngsters today, be they in their early teens or teens or whatever, some of them even pre-teens for that matter, and everyone is talking about with that glint in their eyes. They are talking about, I want to start something, मुझे कुछ business करना है, and things like that. So today, what we are going to do is we are going to have a very simple session. It's going to be very simple in the sense that what we are going to talk is going to be very, very simple. However, we are going to, it is going to be some kind of a startup kit kind of like a session for those of you who are really keen on starting something of your own. And this session, and just hold on, if you feel that you want to have a job and you don't want to really start your own business, is that session relevant for you? Definitely, the session is even relevant for those of you who are probably not thinking of a startup, but who are also thinking of building their profile and learning so that they get a great job. So this session is relevant not only for those of you who are looking at starting your own startup early in life, but even those of you who are looking at a professional career and may later on think of something entrepreneurial. So welcome everybody. My name is Ashish Dikshit, and I'm the founder of Career Guidance for You. And like you all know, some of you have been regularly watching our programs and attending our, these sessions. And so we are basically into 2 to 3 activities. So we are into career counseling. So we offer career counseling solutions and competency mapping solutions for youngsters, students, and even working professionals. Along with that, we are also into life skills training, and we do this initiative called CGFY Knowledge and Skills Get-Together. Now, for those of you who are watching CGFY Knowledge and Skills Get-Together for the first time, let me tell you what this is all about. We keep getting requests from our own students and parent community with respect to कि exactly कहाँ पे internet में, like we tell them that okay, we guide them on careers and all of that, and we also ask them to find a lot of information. But many times students and even parents for that matter sometimes have this question कि कौन सा site है जो really like today there is such a lot of websites, such a lot of noise out there. तो ये क्वेश्चन तो हमेशा दिमाग में आता है कि कौन सा इंफॉर्मेशन ऑथेंटिक है, कौन सा रेलेवेंट है। एवरीवन सेज ये करो वो करो एंड ऑल ऑफ दैट। तो एग्जैक्टली क्या करना चाहिए, क्या नहीं करना चाहिए एंड ऑल ऑफ दैट, एंड देयरफॉर वी थॉट दैट लेट अस ब्रिंग curated programs. Now these curated programs are basically drawn or developed by our from our research desk. So our research team is finding the best and the most authentic resources, and from there collating information, and then we are bringing that information to you so that you get information which is authentic, which is tested by our team, and which is very simple to understand. So therefore, this career CGFY knowledge and skills get-togethers are precise, basically get-togethers that we are doing every alternate Wednesday, so that we all can get together, we all can share our knowledge, we can learn, develop some skills, and in the process build a community of achievers and dreamers. Now, I like to call this, I mean, we have our own WhatsApp community called CGFY Knowledge and Skills Get Together. And I like to call them, a community of achievers and dreamers, because what I have seen is that those who want to achieve something in life, those who are dreaming of doing something in life, they are the ones who get attracted to these kind of forums. And therefore, it's a community which is very high energy kind of a community. So with that background, let me come down to the topic, and I'm going to start sharing my screen. So let me just share my screen for your benefit, and let me ask you, and we can make it a little interactive. So, okay, let me just start with all right. Okay, so okay, this session is a 1 hour session. We are starting now, so we will go on for about, let's see how much time it takes, but not more than 1 hour. So let me just tell you what is this topic about. Entrepreneurship for students, starting small, thinking big. What is the significance of uh, you know starting small? Anyone? What do you understand by starting small?
By starting small, maybe taking up small initiatives or thinking of new ideas.
Perfect, perfect. That's a good answer. Yeah, small initiatives, new ideas. Okay, but what is the? Can you tell me, Ananya, what is the benefit of starting small?
Maybe you grow ahead step by step, you gain experience along the way.
You are right. You are right. You grow ahead step by step. See, when you start small, what would happen is that the learning cycle is very fast. If you're starting a big project, you'll have to wait to really get the learnings. But a small project. So let me give you. You really gave a beautiful answer, Anandya. So let me tell you one example of a very famous entrepreneur who I'm sure you would have heard. Have you heard of Shadi.com?
Yeah, I have.
Anupam Mittal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, Anupam Mittal at the age of 13 started see, at that time, of course, he's not from the current era. He's, so therefore, you may find it's an odd business, but at that time, it was very relevant. A business of renting books. You may say today, why to rent books? Because everything is online. But at that time, there was nothing online. So he started a business of renting books, like almost like a library at the age of 13. Now, at the age of 16, Anupam Mittal started a sports club. So, what are these ventures? Are they big, giant ventures? No, not at all. They are very small ventures, right? Now, do you know that both the ventures failed? Both of them failed. But in spite of these two ventures failing, one at the age of 13 and one at the age of 16, today Mr. Anupam Mittal has a 7,000 crore empire. And his learnings, while he did his education, MBA, all of that, but his learning came from even those failures. And I really like to quote him because he was asked this question by many youngsters like you. You know what he was asked, Ananya? He was asked, should we do an MBA? What do you think? Have you heard of MBA?
Yeah.
Yeah. MBA sounds very good, right? So his answer was MBA you can do provided you are doing it from a premier business school. But what you have to really learn is how to, so he says three things today. If you're to, and as a youngster today, we are all worried about, कि AI है, AI अपना job लेके जाएगा, क्या होगा, which business will be there, which will not be there. So Anupam Mittal has given a beautiful thing. He said कि तीन चीज आपको सीखना है. Okay, one is, you have to learn how to build products. That's number one. Number two, you have to learn how to sell. And number three, you have to learn finance. This is what he said. So he's saying कि आपको ना एक प्रोडक्ट बिल्ड करने को आना चाहिए और सर्विस. So learn how to build products, learn how to sell, and learn what is finance, how to make money. And can you tell me, ये सारे तीनों चीज कोई भी इंटर्नशिप से मिल सकता है क्या? Not possible. Not
Oh, I
possible.
think maybe you only gain that from experience.
Exactly, you are right. You cannot do any internship. आप कौन सा भी कंपनी में इंटरव्यू इंटर्नशिप करो, you will not be able to learn all these three things. But you will learn all these three things by having even a small micro project. तो आपने ना सिंपल भी प्रोजेक्ट चालू किया कि इट्स अ बिजनेस ऑफ maybe supplying बेकरी प्रोडक्ट्स, मे बी अ होम बेकरी फॉर दैट मैटर. मतलब घर के अंदर अपने ओवन में केक्स बना के बेचना, इतना भी सिंपल आपने बिजनेस किया तो भी यू विल लर्न हाउ टू बिल्ड अ प्रोडक्ट, हाउ टू राइट अ ब्रोशर, उसका प्राइसिंग कैसा करे, कितना करना चाहिए, फिर उसको सेलिंग कैसा करना है, फिर ऑल ऑफ दैट, फिर उससे पैसा मिलता है. मतलब आप तो केक तो बना रहे हैं, तो केक बनाने का अगर कॉस्ट आ रहा है 100 रुपया और सेलिंग प्राइस है, ऑल दोस थिंग्स, फाइनेंस भी समझ में आएगा. So something as basic as even making, home-based bakery products as a business and putting it on Instagram also can be a great business product because you will learn all these three. So that is what he said. So therefore, I think starting small is very important. मतलब आपको समझ में, आपने अगर एक छोटा सा बेकरी घर से चालू किया ना, आपको एक महीने में काफी चीज समझ में आएगा जो एक महीने का इंटर्नशिप में नहीं समझेगा. नाउ आई एम नॉट सेइंग नो फॉर एन इंटर्नशिप, प्लीज, दैट्स नॉट द आइडिया. इंटर्नशिप आपको करना चाहिए, दैट्स फॉर अ डिफरेंट पर्पज. दैट इज फॉर अंडरस्टैंडिंग प्रोसेस ऑफ लार्जर कंपनीज. बट आपको अगर ये एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप से ये तीन चीज समझ में आएगा, हाउ टू बिल्ड प्रोडक्ट्स, how to sell, and what is finance and generating money all about. So let me move forward. Okay, the second thing is, what is the meaning of think big? Anything, any idea?
Um, Maybe of like thinking like a new idea, or maybe having high expectations from the start.
Okay, so yeah, okay, so let me just clarify it further. You are on the right track, but I'll clarify it further. चलो आपका अगर assuming Ananya, you were starting a business, okay, and you have started a business and you got 10 customers. Will you be happy with 10 customers, or you will like to have many customers?
No, of course I would like to have many customers.
Of course. So would you like to have 10,000 customers at one time? कभी
Yeah.
10,000. Correct? So think big का मतलब क्या होता है कि whatever business you start, you should be able to scale it up in a way that it is as easy to service 10,000 customers as 10 customers. एंड देयरफॉर उसके लिए आपको क्या लगता है, यू रिक्वायर टेक्नोलॉजी, यू रिक्वायर ऑटोमेशन, यू रिक्वायर प्रोसेसेस. सो थिंक बिग मीन्स while you are starting small, you have to think, what kind of technology I will need, what kind of automation tools I will need, etc. So that today's 10 customers can become 10,000 customers and life will still be as easy as that. So that is the meaning of thinking big. So thinking big means scaling, how to scale your business. So today it might be a small, again, I'm taking the same example. You are a home baker, but tomorrow maybe that, like for example, today there are some large organizations which are into pastries and cakes and all of that, right? I mean, you've got so many large bakeries, national brands today. So that's called thinking big. So how does it happen? How does it happen? Scalability, that is thinking big. And third important thing is, what is entrepreneurship all about? What do you think, Ananya, entrepreneurship is? Finally, what is it?
Being your own boss.
Yeah, all of us like to be our own boss. Very good. But beyond that, there is something more.
um, Self-independence, or
Okay. Yeah, you are right. That's also right. Being your own boss, self-independence. But actually, entrepreneurship is about solving problems. It's actually about solving problems. Now, one of the best examples. So I'm going to talk about how is entrepreneurship about solving problems by giving you a couple of examples, and then we'll move forward. So let me just tell you now, why is it so important that entrepreneurship? I mean, why is entrepreneurship so important for students? What do you think?
Um, mm, it builds problem solving qualities in a student.
Oh, wonderful. You are absolutely right. See, entrepreneurship, see, first and foremost is the relevance for entrepreneurship for students is that you are getting real life skills at a very nominal investment. See, for example, if you have that thing of entrepreneurship, वो जिसको बोलते हैं ना entrepreneurship का कीड़ा, वो अगर है. So right now, as a college student, if you're going to do it, you are probably going to do it with your pocket money. तो आपको पॉकेट मनी में क्या क्या अमाउंट में सीखने को मिलेगा. बट इमेजिन इफ यू आर गोइंग टू स्टार्ट अ बिजनेस एट द एज ऑफ 35. Maybe at that time, मैं ऐसा नहीं बोल रहा हूँ कि you should not start a business as 35, but at the age of 35, if the business, if today as a college student, if the business fails, like Anupam Mittal's initial businesses, if it fails, no, कुछ ज्यादा लॉस नहीं है, आपका पॉकेट मनी का लॉस है. But at the age of 35, if a business fails, you have a family to support, you have a job, you may have left that job, etc. So there is lot at stake. So first and foremost, the stakes, the risks are very low as a student compared to when you are going to start a business at a later stage in life. So that's number one. Number two is, when you are learning, when you are, see, at the end of your college, you will like to have, you will either want to do a business or a job. तो जॉब में तो स्किल्स भी चाहिए, बिजनेस में भी स्किल्स चाहिए. तो लाइक यू राइटली सेड, प्रॉब्लम सॉल्विंग, डिसीजन मेकिंग, ये सारा चीज आपको बिजनेस में करना होगा. एकदम माइक्रो बिजनेस, टुमारो सपोज यू डिसाइड दैट यू वांट टू सेल फैंसी स्टेशनरी टू स्टूडेंट्स, let's say nice fancy diaries or pens or stuff like that. उसमें भी इतना डिसीजन लेना पड़ेगा कि मैं should I post, should I make a YouTube short, should I make an Instagram, should I should what should be the color, what should be the brochure, what I mean, so many decisions you have to take. So सब कुछ सीखने को मिलता है, and therefore when you are studying, so you learn creativity, you learn problem solving, decision making, all of that. And when you learn these skills are making you employable. That is the biggest problem that college students face is lack of employability skills. मतलब आपका कॉलेज होता है, पोस्ट ग्रेजुएशन भी होता है, बट फिर भी नौकरी नहीं मिलती. क्यों? बिकॉज कंपनियां बोलती है कि you are not employed, you don't have the right skills. But if you do these kind of entrepreneurial projects while you are in college, you will automatically build your skills and become employable. So आपको नौकरी भी मिल सकती है. You will be a preferred candidate for a job as well as for a business because of this kind of projects. Clear? All right, let's move on. So therefore, that's the advantage that you guys are interested. Now, I'm going to give you a couple of examples just to dwell on this point. कि मतलब क्या है? It's about solving problems. So and it's about starting small. So do you know, Ananya, what was the first thing that Ritesh Agarwal did when he started? You know who is Ritesh Agarwal? Oyo Oyo.
Yeah, yeah.
Oyo Rooms. He's a big guy, very, very big guy, very wealthy, successful entrepreneur. You know what is the first thing that he did when he wanted to learn business? He started selling SIM cards. No, he started selling SIM cards. So therefore, so selling SIM cards, small thing. So if you want to just, your business can be such that you may say that, okay, I am representing Vodafone or Airtel or Reliance Jio, and I will sell their SIM cards. वो भी आपका business हो सकता है. So even that can be a business. You will actually learn, what is to convince a customer and all of that. So he started from that and, see where he is today. Okay. Now, Shravan and Sanjay Kumaran, probably you may not have heard them. Have you heard them? Probably not. Probably not, na? So let me tell you, they are the youngest entrepreneurs of India at the age so they are brothers from Chennai, and they started a company called Go Dimensions. And you know what was their age? It was 12 and 10. The elder brother was 12 years old, the younger one was 10 years old, and they started a company called Go Dimensions. And they knew coding. So they started small. They said that let us write a small program. और ऐसा छोटा छोटा program लिखते लिखते ना today they have 7 apps on the Apple Store. 7 apps on the Apple Store. And they are now creating such a wonderful it's a company that is making applications for various uh, platforms. So wonderful. And your third example is also very interesting. So what is the problem? You know what they tried. So now Ritesh Agarwal, I'll tell you what problem he was trying to solve. Mr. Ritesh Agarwal was trying to solve a problem. He found out that एक जो बजट होटल्स होते हैं ना वहाँ पे सर्विस इतनी अच्छी नहीं होती. There was no standardization. So he felt that the problem is India has got many budget hotels, but services are not standardized. That was the problem he tried to solve. Now, the Shravan and Sanjay Kumaran, you know what problem they wanted to solve? They wanted to give some good quality, nice applications for children. That was the problem they wanted to solve. And I will tell you another interesting thing. Pooja Kaul. Have you heard of her? Pooja Kaul. Okay. What problem she tried to solve? Very interesting. To improve the life of donkeys. Have you heard this? To improve the life of donkeys and to improve the life of donkey owners. So in India, there are some owners who own a donkey. And their business means, वो donkey के साथ कुछ उसको लेके जाने का, कुछ खेलने का, बच्चों को entertain करने का, वो ऐसा business है उनका. So it was not doing well. So she started a business and she also felt that I should do something for that community. And the other problem that she was trying to solve is that when people use makeup and skin care, etc., उसमें organic चीजें होनी चाहिए, organic. It should not be harmful for the skin. So she started a business brand called Organico. And this Organico is into skincare products using donkey milk. Can you imagine? So solving a problem of donkeys, giving a better life to donkeys and donkey owners, giving better makeup for youngsters, which is going to be very good or not harmful on the skin. So business का brand हो गया organic. So therefore, starting small, thinking big, and solving problem. Clear so far?
Yes.
All right. Okay, let's move forward. Okay, I've just talked about Mr. Ritesh Agarwal. She is Pooja Kaul. We should read more about these people. They're so motivating, so motivating to read about them. And then Shravan and Sanjay Kumar, India's youngest CEOs at the age of 12 and 10. How wonderful this is. Okay. And for all of this, the mindset matters. One of the most important thing that is required is curiosity. सो एज एन एंटरप्रेन्योर के दिमाग में ना ये क्वेश्चन आना चाहिए कि व्हाई कुछ भी प्रॉब्लम दिखा तो हाउ कैन यू सॉल्व दिस प्रॉब्लम, हाउ कैन आई गेट, हाउ कैन आई प्रोवाइड मोर कन्वीनियंस, हाउ कैन हाउ कैन हाउ कैन दिस बिकम बेटर. सो क्यूरियोसिटी बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है, मतलब बिजनेस करने के लिए. दैट इज वन थिंग दैट इज वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, क्यूरियोसिटी. Second is learning, and third is before you think of making money, you have to think of giving value. मतलब आपको अगर कस्टमर को वैल्यू मिला, इफ यू आर एबल टू फाइंड 10 customers for your product, 10 customer, and if they have value you will get more customers. But if you try to think कि मुझे ना पैसा चाहिए, तो पैसा तो ऐसा नहीं मिलेगा. बट पहले 10 कस्टमर ढूंढो तुम्हारे प्रोडक्ट के लिए एंड सी व्हाट इज देयर एक्सपीरियंस एंड टॉक टू देम. सो गिविंग वैल्यू टू देम, दैट इज वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. Okay, let's move on forward. Okay, so entrepreneurial process is very, very simple. And what do you think? Everyone says entrepreneurship में challenges होते हैं. तो मैं एक छोटा सा question पूछ रहा हूँ अनन्या. What do you think is most important? Which stage do you think is the hardest? Is it about having the right idea? Is it about getting the right kind of funding? Or is it execution? What do you think?
I would say it would be finding a right idea or like a solution to a problem that people have, because that is the most important thing. If you have a good solution which has not been searched about before, and it actually provides something new to people, I would say that is very important because you should have a good base.
Okay, so you're right. Having a good solution is very, very important. But you will be surprised to find that, to know that the toughest part, see, that is there, no doubt difficult, but execution is more difficult than that. So finding the right solution is also challenging, but that requires a lot of research. Funding. If you get the right solution, funding is also difficult, but then if the solution is right, you will get funds. But finally, imagine कि तुम्हारे पास idea है कि बहुत, let's say तुम्हारा idea है कि कुछ नया मेकअप का brand, for example, let's just think, it's something that appeals to youngsters. So let's say you want to launch a new brand of skincare products or hair care or आजकल मैं ये भी देखता हूँ, एक शार्क टैंक में देखा देखा था कि वन ब्रांड वाज दैट having those strands for colors in the hair. So you are not actually coloring the hair. Have you seen that? You seen that? You are on mute.
Oh, sorry. I said you just attach with a piece of that strand. It's like a clip type.
Exactly. It's a clip. It's a beautiful idea, na? कि
Yeah.
You don't have to actually color the hair, but at the same time you see colored hair. बहुत beautiful idea. Now imagine कि idea अच्छा है, उसको funds भी मिल गया to manufacture. But बाद में suppose execution मतलब क्या? Are you able to manufacture it properly? Are you able to deliver it on time? The customer ने order किया but पहुंचा ही नहीं उनके पास में, या अगर वो क्लिप है वो आप लगा रहे हो और
Mm.
सर में इट्स नॉट stabilizing on the head, it's just coming out. चलो आपने लगाई वो गिर गिर गया, तो who is going to buy the product? So that way, idea funding is very important, but execution is most important. Clear? And therefore, that practice you will get when you are as a student itself. So that is the entrepreneurial process. And as a student, I can tell you, इतना आपको ना, मतलब सी एज अ स्टूडेंट ऑल्सो वी आर वेरी बिजी, मतलब एकेडमिक्स रहता है, बहुत कुछ रहता है, बट देन at the end of the day your self discipline is going to be very, very important. So qualities of a successful entrepreneur are, you first of all you require passion. जो भी पैशन है, जो भी आपका पैशन है, इट कुड बी रिलेटेड टू हेल्थ केयर, इट कुड बी रिलेटेड टू मेकअप, इट कुड बी रिलेटेड टू एजुकेशन, जो भी आपका पैशन है, तो पैशन तो चाहिए, बट परसिस्टेंस इज वेरी, वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, बिकॉज इवन इफ 100 people से नो टू यू, यू शुड स्टिल नॉट गिव अप. दैट्स कॉल्ड परसिस्टेंस. बहुत 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 इंपॉर्टेंट है परसिस्टेंस. सो पैशन इज इंपॉर्टेंट, परसिस्टेंस इज इंपॉर्टेंट. Self discipline. Now, as a college student, there will be so many things that you have to do. Like you have to do academics, you have to do social life, all of that. And therefore, self discipline becomes so important. So, these are some of the qualities. And last but not the least, two more things: adaptability and networking. See, adaptability means learning new things all the time. आपने कुछ सीखा, सडनली आपने देखा कि AI has made it automatic. So then you have to learn something more and something more. So that's called adaptability and networking. It is so important to network. You see, you may have a great idea, but your strength may be that, you can design a great product. But suppose, but it has to be sold also. Now, you may have a strength of selling, or you may require a co-founder who is very good in selling. Now, you may understand finance, or you may not understand finance, and you may require a co-founder who understands finance. So, at the end of the day, you may require co-founders. वो कहाँ से आएंगे? नेटवर्किंग से आएंगे. Secondly, चलो आप सब यंग, सब 17, 18, 19, 20 year old हो, all that is good. 16 हो, 15 हो, जो भी आपका एज है. एंड बट कभी कभी आपको गाइडेंस भी लगेगा, सो यू रिक्वायर मेंटर्स ऑल्सो. वो कहाँ से आएंगे? नेटवर्किंग से आएंगे. सो देयरफॉर नेटवर्किंग इज वेरी, वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. जैसे कि बोला जाता है कि योर नेट वर्थ इज इक्वल टू योर नेटवर्क. नेटवर्थ आप समझते हो? नेटवर्थ इज योर मनी.
Yeah, yeah.
या सो योर नेट वर्थ इज इक्विवेलेंट टू योर नेटवर्क. जितना आपका नेटवर्क अच्छा और बड़ा है ना, बड़ा और क्वालिटेटिवली अच्छा, उतना आपका नेटवर्क ज्यादा हो सकता है. ओके. एंड so that is what is all this. Now I'm going to talk about something very, very interesting. See, whenever you have any idea, it is important to build a prototype. You know what's a prototype?
It is like a mock-up, I would say.
You're absolutely right. It's like a mock-up. So the prototype may first be like a on soft
Trial.
copies. Yeah.
like a trial.
You're right, you're right. It's a trial. So first you may have to design it and then you will have to probably build it like a trial product. So designing ke liye these days you've got software, are you aware that there is no coding required? There's no coding required these days. We are in a no code moment. So Ananya, if you want to build a prototype if you want to build an app, पहले तो ऐसा होता था कि for an app you need to know programming. But now you don't need programming. You have a platform like Glide. Now Glide can just give a good Google sheet to Glide and Glide will make an app for you. Then there is Bubble. Bubble will create some web applications for you. And Canva is of course there for graphic designing, making posters, etc. Pehle to you have to learn, all those packages and learn Photoshop and graphic designing had to be learned. It was more complicated. Now it has become simple. So now building your first prototype, which is first creating something by way of a design and then creating some kind of a mock-up, all of that is important and all of that is possible. So you have to build your prototype, understand the market. तो ये सब करने के लिए ना India is now becoming a very interesting place because there are a lot of pathways for students. And now I'm going to show you something which is so interesting. मुझे कभी-कभी लगता है ना कि when I was in college, if this was there, maybe I would have thought of doing a project at that time itself. So, there is something called as college innovation grants. I'm going to show you some websites on all of this. There is college innovation grants means colleges are today having grants. They are having incubation centers. Then there are hackathons and competitions, which are helping you build some solutions. And if you win a prize money, then that's your funding. And then there is something called as Startup India Seed Fund. So I'm going to give you some details about this. Now there are some more things. For example, there is something called as Atal Innovation Mission. And just hold on, all this will be very clear to you in a while. There is Atal Tinkering Labs. Okay, the name itself is you can actually tinker and play about your products in a lab. Isn't it interesting? Beautiful name. Yeah, you got Atal incubation centers, etc. And then you have something called as MIT Launch X and Y Combinator Startup School. So I'm going to explain all of this, what it means. As a student, there are so beautiful resources available. So let us look at these one by one. Now, the first thing I'm just opening right now is a website, and you should definitely keep a picture of this, or I'll send it across to you. This picture of this. And all those who are watching this on YouTube, this page is very important because it has got some fantastic websites which will all help you in becoming an entrepreneur. So पहला तो ये देखते हैं icreate.org. Now let me just show you what is there in this website. Just tell me whether you are able to see the website or not. One sec, yeah. Yeah. Oh, can you see the website?
Yes.
Wonderful. Okay. So if you see now, this is such a beautiful website that this website, now if you see, I'm just telling you, this one I will show in detail so you know what is really available. If you look at who is behind this, look at the team here. I'll just show you. So Mr. Dilip Sanghvi was the chairman of Sun Pharmaceutical, which is one of the largest pharma companies in India. Mr. Uday Kotak founded Kotak Mahindra Bank. Then Miss Sulajja Firodia Mutwani was the all the kinetic Honda, kinetic scooters, etc. Chairman, vice chairman, person of that. So these are extremely Mr. Narayan Murthy, founder of Infosys, etc. So these are very big shots, entrepreneurs, businessmen, etc. And they are backing this venture. And what are they doing? They are offering a ecosystem for business, for startups. What are they offering? They are offering programs, they are offering center of excellences. You can apply to them for funding. Can you see on the right hand side, apply for funding? So you can actually create a beautiful idea. So I think all of you who are interested in entrepreneurship, my suggestion is after the video is over, please watch, please go through the website and understand this website thoroughly. It will tell you what are the ways in which you can, uh, get funding for your project. It's a beautiful website. So this was one. Now I am going to, there is another beautiful one. Okay. All these are there with you. So right now I'm just telling you just like a teaser what is there inside the website. Rest of the things you can, uh, you need to actually sit with these websites and study them, and then you will get so many ideas. Okay. Now, can you see this second website, Ananya? Startup
Yes.
India Seed Fund.
Yes.
Now, this is a Government of India website. This is a
Oh,
backing an initiative to spur entrepreneurship across India. So this will give details with respect to seed funds, which can be provided. They are talking about the process of for startups. They are talking about the process of starting incubators. This is again a wonderful this thing, and it is giving an eligibility criteria for a startup. Okay, that minimum, your startup, should be less than 2 years young and all of that. So it's all given here. So again, this is a very beautiful website that we must look at. And I'm going to, so these are two websites. You should 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. These 7 websites are strongly recommended for those of you who are looking at, college students. You will get a lot of ideas when you look at the 7 websites. Now, this particular third one, airmeet.com, it talks about famous hackathons of India. There are almost 100 hackathons that happen in India every year. And you can look at this website, you can look at what is the hackathon and see whether you would like to participate in this hackathon, which is nothing but a competition and where you can get to build some solution and you may actually get a prize also. Then there is this Atal Tinkering Labs. Now, these Atal Tinkering Labs are labs where again you can build, like Amanda, you said, prototype building. So you can actually build these prototypes out here. And then there are these Atal incubation centers. Now, let me show you these incubation centers. Okay, this is again a very beautiful thing. Now, there are, see, Atal incubation. You can see the slide website.
yeah.
I'm just confirming because sometimes the websites don't open and the
Yeah.
same PPT. Yeah. So now, if you see now, just look at this. Uh, Select Atal incubation. Selected Atal. So if you see now, just there are so many. AIC stands for Atal Incubation Centers. Now these incubation centers are helping you incubate a project into a business. So whether it is Guru Gobind Singh Indraprastha University or ASU Incubator, Bharamati Foundation, so many Delhi, some Ambedkar University, Delhi Foundation, etc., etc. There are so many. They are all given here. So again, you can look at these incubation centers and see whether you would like to get your project incubated. So these are some, and then something very interesting about launch X and Y Combinator. Now, what is launch X and Y Combinator? Now, these are, you can say, training programs. These are institutions or which are offering training programs for startups, for entrepreneurs. So now LaunchX, if you look at MIT LaunchX, it is free of cost. If you look at Y Combinator, it is again free of cost. And therefore, these programs, this is where you can learn how to become how to have your own startup, and you can learn free of cost from international best practices. So this kind of resources are all available for young students, college students like you to learn entrepreneurship. So therefore, this I would say is one of the most important slides. And this slide, I think you should definitely again look at this website. I'm not opening this one right now, but I'm just telling you what this has. It has got success. Okay, let me open this. I think that is important. Success stories of emerging from Atal Tinkering Labs. So there are some youngsters who actually took benefit of this Atal Tinkering Labs, and they were able to create some actual good success stories. So let me just show you 2 or 3 of them. Okay, so Utter Tinkering Labs inspiring young innovators through STEM in schools. So through them, affordable braille printer by a teenager. Braille is
And it's
for,
something for blind people, right?
you are right, absolutely. So Braille is a language for blind people, and this a teen innovator, one teenager has able to actually create a affordable printer in using Braille for blind people. Such a beautiful one, right? What a great innovation. Then there is a water purification system by a rural student in Rajasthan. This is a project. Then IoT, Internet of Things enabled farming solution for agriculture. So like that, acha, this is low cost prosthetic arm, means artificial arm for someone who has lost an arm. So these kind of products, these kind of success stories have come out of these Atal Tinkering Labs. So if you are a youngster with a bright idea, with a passion and perseverance, you can actually utilize this kind of incubation centers and tinkering labs and build something which is solving a real life problem. And in the process, you are becoming a great entrepreneur. Interesting, isn't it? So interesting. I just feel that, I really feel all youngsters, all students from college should try some entrepreneurial project. Whether you are thinking of becoming an entrepreneur or not, that's a different thing. You should try a project and just learn from it. And what if it, like you rightly said at the beginning of the talk, now, what if it becomes a next big thing? It can become the next big thing. Okay, so there are so many success stories like that, and see, for example, Figma. Okay, and there are so many interesting things, like for example, we all know that Mr. Ritesh Agarwal, he dropped out of IIT to have his own OYO rooms, but you know what? He got a scholarship from Peter Thiel. Peterthiel. Peter Thiel is an American entrepreneur who gives scholarship of 2 lakh US dollars in 2 years. 2 lakh US dollars is more than 1.6 crore rupees. And it is given only to 20 people across the entire world. And he got that scholarship. He was so brilliant. So therefore, sometimes, we get a little mistaken. We feel, oh, people drop out of college, but he dropped out of college because he got that scholarship. And the condition to get that scholarship is that you should not be a college student. You should come out of college and do that project for 2 years there in Silicon Valley, something like that. So this is so amazing. I think amazing opportunities are there for youngsters. And therefore, uh, one of the most important thing is, see, why do you think a lot of us don't start initiatives? What do you think, Ananya? क्या लगता है? See, कुछ भी करने के पहले कभी कभी what puts us back?
Obviously, you think that you might fail.
You are right, 100% right. It's a fear of failure. And that is something that can set us back. And therefore, it is something that we should be able to embrace failure and give a different definition to failure. There is nothing like failure, it's only learning. So if it's something like, you were expecting some result and some different result came. And people call it failure, but we may call it learning. And therefore, if you fail as a student, ज्यादा तो कुछ नहीं होने वाला है. क्या होने वाला है? कुछ नहीं होगा. On the other hand, you will learn something. And therefore, I would really encourage all youngsters like you who are right from your 11th standard, 12th standard, right up to college or post-graduation, you can, start doing some kind of a project, do a project and see what happens. If you have that passion, you should definitely try it out. Okay, so I think I have covered a whole lot of these things. I don't want to repeat them. I have covered some of the tools also, so there are tools like this. So for now, there are so many free tools available. I mean, when you're a college student, you don't have to really look at spending anything. You should, in fact, not spend unless you get money from your client. You should not spend a single rupee. Try and do everything free. So you have for designing and prototyping, you got Canva and Figma. For learning, you got free courses on Coursera. Y Combinator Startup School is completely free. So you can Startup School is free. Some of the other programs may not be, but this Startup School is a free program. Funding can happen. So you should start using these free programs, etc. One step at a time, just one step at a time. And therefore, this is for those of you who are present on the program, and especially those of you who are going to be watching, I want you to basically figure out what is the first step that you will take after today's watching this video. Are you going to brainstorm an idea with your friend or with your family member or with your sibling? Are you going to join some kind of a free program on entrepreneurship? Or you're going to start some kind of a networking, going to join some kind of a networking opportunity? Something you should definitely do, isn't it? What do you think, Anand? Yeah. If you
I might check those websites out and research a bit more about them.
Wonderful, wonderful, beautiful. So you will check out those websites and get more ideas. And once you check out the websites and get more ideas, then you can take the next step. Very nice. Okay, so every big dream starts with a small step, like so rightly said. I will also recommend, those of you who are watching this video, you can please join our WhatsApp community. It is given here in the link. Chat. Okay, but so maybe you can just at the video you can just put in a comment saying that you would like to receive the link so that we can share the link in the uh, on the YouTube comment section so that you can join this community. Now, I think this is one community that we are trying to build of youngsters who want to achieve something in life, who want to dream and do something big in life. तो उनके लिए ये community बनाया है. Because see, what I've also seen is, see, I talk to a lot of youngsters one-on-one in a counseling session, or I also teach as a visiting faculty in colleges. So I talk to them in groups. तो आजकल क्या है ना, there is a lot of insecurity that I've seen people have कि अरे will people help me? Are my friends genuine? Are they fake? All of that. So we are trying to build a community of very credible youngsters who are all uh, trying to aspire for something. You're trying to dream and collectively who would like to support each other and grow together. So who knows, you may find a great co-founder in this community, or you may find someone who's got some kind of a good idea and one can collaborate in some way, etc. I'll definitely encourage. And the second important thing that you'll get from this community is mentoring. Like I was telling you, mentoring is so very important, and because we are into career mentoring, etc. Therefore, apart from me, we have other mentors also. So, therefore, if you require any kind of, if you have any queries, doubts, require any kind of mentoring, we can provide that mentoring support also. And therefore, it is a good idea to, and it's a free community. And because it's a community, it is very safe. Because joining a community is very safe because your privacy is also protected. So this is something that I'll definitely recommend all of you who are attending and who are watching this video. Okay, now I before I close in, I also want to tell you about how we can assist you. So we are also there to assist you. So one of the ways in which we can assist you is by these kind of sessions. And these sessions intentionally are sessions which are free of cost. So like today we are talking about entrepreneurship. A few weeks back, we had done a session on what are the topmost 5 emerging technologies of the year 2025. Or we had done a session on how to be in spite of being connected to the digital world, how to still stay motivated and focused. ऐसे अलग अलग टाइप के हमने प्रोग्राम्स किए और करते रहते हैं. So we our Wednesdays, alternate Wednesdays, or 1 in 2 Wednesdays is dedicated for this free program. So one of the ways in which we can assist you is by uh, by coming out with good topics that are of interest to you. So you can tell us what topics are of interest to you, and we can accordingly curate a session and conduct it for you all free of cost. So that's one way we can assist you by bringing to you sessions that you all want. But for that, you have to be in our community, because unless you are in the community and you interact with us, we will not know what you want. And therefore, you can be a part of the community and tell us what you want, and we will keep giving you this kind of sessions. That's number one. Number two is sometimes, see, for example, some of us are multi-competent. तो हमको डिजाइनिंग भी आता है, सेलिंग भी आता है, फाइनेंस भी थोड़ा बहुत आता है, बट एग्जैक्टली समझ में नहीं आता कि मेरा एग्जैक्ट टैलेंट्स क्या है. So you may have 3 4 things, but you may not know what are really your unique talent that can become world class, because at the end of the day you cannot do everything. You have to focus on something that you are really very good at, and if you do that, so that you become world class. So for that we do competency analysis and career counseling. So you can also do competency analysis and career counseling from us so that you can understand what are your unique talents, which are your core. So you focus on that, and then you can probably find co-founders for the other things. So that is so, or you may want to go for a job initially. So for that, what is the right job? What is the right function, etc. So all of that can happen by understanding your competencies. So that is another thing. And third thing, which is so interesting that I'm so excited to talk about it, is that we see if you are going to be entrepreneurs or professionals, these are some of the things that you will require. For example, you will require superior mind powers like critical thinking, logical reasoning, imagination, creativity, or your emotional intelligence, ability to manage stress. Entrepreneurs को ये सब लगता है, professionals को भी सब लगता है. Fourth point बहुत ही beautiful है, how to manifest your dreams. हम लोग सब बोलते हैं कि मुझे manifest करना है, ये चाहिए, वो चाहिए, but there is a complete process and technology for manifesting. That's called your manifestation quotient. So how do you develop your manifestation quotient, and how to have long lasting friendships, great relationships, great health and energy. See, if you have to do all of this, then you also require a good network of relationships, friendships, and you require good health. तो ये सारा चीज के लिए ना, we are bringing to you a very fresh new program called Meditation and Heart Coherence for Career Excellence. We have realized that for excelling in your career, it could be an entrepreneurial career or it could be a professional career. There are two extremely crucial skills called meditation and heart coherence. अभी हमको लगता है कि meditation is for grown up people, heart coherence तो पता ही नहीं. So we are going to separately have a session on this, like an introductory talk on what is this session all about. So when we have that session, we'll share it with you all. But we are creating this meditation and heart coherence for career excellence as a subscription program that you can subscribe for as many months as you want. So you can subscribe for 3 months, 4 months, 6 months, 1 year, or you may just start with 1 month and then figure it out. जो भी आपको चाहिए, but you will get all those skills that we have mentioned here, the 7 categories of skills, which will help you to become an entrepreneur as well as help you to become a professional. So this is how we can help you. And then, yes, coming back, yes. So this is in short what we wanted to tell you. So I just want to round up with 3 things. I want to just say that, uh, there are 3 things. There are details about us, but of course, okay, I want to just say 3, 4 things. One is, if you're a college student, you may be interested in having your own business, or you may be interested in a job. Whatever be your aspiration, an entrepreneurial project will help you develop your skills, develop your mindset, help you understand how to create a product, help you sell, understand sales and finance, and it will help you to start a business in future, or that startup idea itself may become a business, or even if it fails, it will give you a lot of learning. And even if you are looking for a job, you will be able to show some skills in your biodata that can impress your future employer. So one message that I want to give at the end of this program is that it's a great idea to start an entrepreneurial project while you are in college. That's number one. Number two is, please go through, like Ananya said, please go through the websites which are mentioned in this video, and please do that research so that you'll get a whole lot of information on what should be your next step. That's number two. And number three is, please take simple steps like finding out in your college whether there is a innovation fund, whether there is an incubator, get into good networking platforms. For example, I told you our WhatsApp community, that is one example. So like that, join networking platforms which are good and safe and interesting, so that you'll get the right kind of inputs. And last but not the least, dream big, because when you dream, it's only a very a very, very, very well-known management thinker has said that, uh, he's the author of a book called 7 Habits of Highly Effective Teens, as well as 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, Dr. Stephen Covey. He has said that mental creation precedes physical creation. Means what? before creating anything physical, it has to be first created in your mind. So mental creation. And mental creation can happen through dreams. And therefore, have good, nice dreams so that you will be able to convert them into reality. So on that note, I would like to complete the session. And Ananya, if you have to want to add something, you want to ask something, please do that.
No, it was just a really nice session. It was really inspiring and it felt really nice to learn about these new things.
Chalo, great. Thank you so much, Ananya. Thanks a lot. And it was very good to interact with you and make this session much more interactive than making it uh, like a monologue. So thank you so much. And those of you who are with us here and those of you who are watching the video, please come for our sessions. They are all free of cost. So CGFY Knowledge and Skills Get Together sessions are free of cost. And we are bringing curated sessions with authentic content for you all. So please take maximum benefit of the sessions and share this video with your friends if you think this video carries value for them, friends and families. Thank you very much. Bye bye. Wish you a good night and have a wonderful Diwali.